everyone and welcome. I am Shraddha and I am so excited to be here today presenting to you a very special story using the Kamishibai story box. So let's find out which Christmas story the Kamishibai story box has in store for us today. Here we go. I'm excited. Open it and oh, the best gift of all. That is one of my favorite Christmas stories. Here we go. Once upon a time, in a forest far, far away, animal children went to school. It was a beautiful school in the beautiful lush green forest. And the children were really excited today, the kindergarten children, because they were expecting a new classmate. A new porcupine family had moved into the neighborhood, and today was the day the baby porcupine was going to start kindergarten. And here is Spikey, the baby porcupine. He was super excited too because he really wanted to make new friends. So he polished each of his quills to make sure that they shone bright and that he was looking his best for his first day of school. And he entered the classroom, the kindergarten classroom, and he saw all these new friends that he could make. There was a baby squirrel, a baby fox, a baby owl, a baby pig, and he was so happy. He was grinning broadly at all of them. And as Spikey started making his way back to the end of the classroom to sit at an empty desk, there was a problem. The path between the desks was kind of narrow, and Spikey was a little plump, but he also had spikes on his back. He had those quills. So he sucked in his tummy and tried to gather all his quills to make sure that nobody got poked as he walked through those benches and desks. And all his classmates started pulling back from him because they were really afraid of those quills and about getting poked. So Spikey went and sat at the last bench, the empty bench, and he was feeling a little sad because he could see his classmates had been pulling away from him. So that made him feel a little left out. But then he looked up and he saw one of his classmates turning back and giving him a huge grin. That was Bushy, the baby squirrel. And he gave her a small wave and grinned back at her. And he felt really warm in his heart that he had got at least one smile from one of his classmates. And Bushy, during snack time, even walked over and offered him a piece of her cake. But Spikey had to politely decline because you know what? Spikey actually, unlike most children, did not like sweets. So he told Bushy, I'm really sorry, but I don't like sweets. Here, do you want a piece of my sandwich? And Bushy said, yes, why not? And she took a piece of his sandwich and marched back to her desk. And all was well in Spikey's world. And then it was playground time. So Spikey ran out to the playground and saw that his classmates were playing football. And he said, can I play too, please? He said, sure, why don't you? And he became the goalkeeper. And what an epic goalkeeper he was. He was fantastic because nobody dared to tackle him for fear of getting poked. But just as he reached out to defend his goal, that football got punctured. Poor Spikey. There was nothing he could do about his quills. And now the game had ended. All because of him. And he felt really, really sad. Then it was time to go home. So Spikey got onto the bus and Bushy asked him to come and sit next to her. So he did until the bus hit the first pothole. Bump. Ouch! Poor Bushy, she got poked by all those quills. And it made him sad again, so he went and sat all by himself. And days and weeks and months rolled by and Spikey kept to himself. And then it was Christmas time. Everybody was very happy because it was so festive and they decorated a Christmas tree and they were looking forward to getting gifts. And Spikey was not so sure that he would get a gift. So imagine his surprise when he reached the Christmas party and he saw a gift with his name on it, a beautifully gift-wrapped gift box. He was like, is this really for me? Even if I can't play and be with anybody, were they kind enough to get me a gift? Wow! And yes, it was. Bushy handed the gift to him. And he was just so happy in his little heart, bless him. So he opened the gift. And imagine his surprise when he found the whole box was full of marshmallows. He was taken aback. Bushy knew that he did not like sweets. So why would they give him a box full of marshmallows? But then Bushy picked up one marshmallow, and you know what she did? She put it on one of his spikes. And all his friends came by and they picked one marshmallow each and started capping each of his quills. And soon he was all capped up. Imagine his great joy when everyone came and gave him a huge hug, because Spikey was not so spiky anymore. He was extremely huggable. And truly, this was the best gift ever for Christmas, to be loved and the ability to be included and be near friends. And with that, we'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas, everyone. Bye.